The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. An honest man is always a child. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing. The unexamined life is not worth living. To find yourself, think for yourself. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. One thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing. To be is to do. To do is to be. There is no possession more valuable than a good and faithful friend. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune, nor too scornful in misfortune. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. Wisdom begins in wonder. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. The only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. Regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. To talk well and eloquently is a very great art, but an equally great one is to know the right moment to stop. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. It is better to suffer an injustice than to commit one. The greatest blessings granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. An education obtained with money is worse than no education at all. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer because you can't hold on to it forever. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Beauty is the bait which with delight allures man to enlarge his kind. A system of morality which is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a thoroughly vulgar conception which has nothing sound in it and nothing true. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. I only wish that ordinary people had an unlimited capacity for doing harm. Then they might have an unlimited power for doing good. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. The poets are only the interpreters of the gods. Let him that would move the world first move himself. The end of life is to be like God, and the soul following God will be like him. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. Every action has its pleasures and its price. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Understanding a question is half an answer. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. The hottest love has the coldest end. To fear death, gentlemen, is no other than to think oneself wise when one is not, to think one knows what one does not know. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew that it is the greatest of evils. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well. And to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. Those who are hardest to love need it the most. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless wild beast nature which peers out in sleep. The highest realms of thought are impossible to reach without first attaining an understanding of compassion. The mind is everything. What you think you become. To move the world, we must move ourselves. I know you won't believe me, But the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. We hope for your support in the form of likes and comments. Thank you so much for watching.